For a decade, I attend conventions for the thrills, the trends, the love for cosplay, and excitement of meeting new friends that share the same interests as I do. I consider indoor and outdoor events as well as vacation spots as conventions in of themselves, as I get involved in exploration, seeing the latest in collections, getting to know the community, and typing about my experiences, all while having fun doing it. These are my stories. I am Musashi X, and welcome to the Musashi X Chronicles CON-umentary. It's finally that time to talk about my trip to Japan this past year. This dream trip has been a long time coming for me, and in June of 2018, I finally made that dream a reality. I'm sure you'll notice that there will be a lot of camera shaking in this video, if only because some parts of Japan don't really allow that much videography, despite some other YouTubers are able to do so, that I had to do so much editing and stabilizing to get a clear view of this documentary. What else can be said about the land of the rising sun itself? This nation has so much to offer due to it being popular for tourism. For a nation obviously no larger than the US, the population is very large, with about 126 million total. Japan is very rich in culture, going from ancient times all the way to adapting to its modern type of culture, with conjunction of influences from other continents of the world, and is also well known for traditional art, advanced technology, music industry that is very influential, very delicious foods, ranging from traditional to some unorthodox methods in their culinary arts, endless amounts of history all around, and finally, animation. Heck, I always mention on this show's intro that I also considered vacation spots as conventions due to many possible ways to explore and enjoy, and in Japan's case, there are many things to check out that even your itinerary can't keep up. My trip to Japan this past year was actually the first part of my two-part vacation. That's right, back-to-back vacations. Not only do I spend so much cash in Japan, but I also spend so much cash in Anime Expo. But that's a video for another time. So let's start things off with me leaving Houston and taking that long flight, leading up to my journey of experiencing Japan. Konnichiwa Internet, it is I, Musashi X, and here I am today at Bush Intercontinental Airport. Today is Thursday, June 21st. I'm actually starting my two-part vacation trip, and the very first trip I'm going to, well, I'm actually going to Japan first. I'll be going to Japan for 11 days. And then by July 3rd, Tuesday, I will be going to Los Angeles for Anime Expo. I'm not giving up on that con. That's my vacation convention right there. But yeah, I'm going to Japan first, considering that, well, it's my dream vacation, so I am finally going to make it come true for me. So my boarding pass tells me to go to E7, and yeah, E7, I gotta go this way. I have myself dropped off by my father to Bush Airport at an extremely early time. Given that I'm flying at another nation for the first time solo, I didn't mind waiting at the gate for hours, as it'll help me keep my mind steady before boarding the plane, especially that because I paid for a non-stop flight, I'll be in the plane for a long 14 hours. At the very least, I didn't have to put up with layovers, or else my journey would have gone to a bad start. Yeah, I had to stop on this food court for a little while because, well, the thing is I needed to eat properly, so, yeah, you guess you could say it's my early brunch. So anyway, it's time to continue on. Going to find gate E7, which is where I'm supposed to be. Oh, cool, they even got a smokehouse.
Ooh, I can see brisket right there. And actually, this design looks nice. This is not exactly my first time flying internationally, but this is my first time flying internationally solo. Yeah, I'm the only one who's going to Japan. However, in Anime Expo, I'll have some peeps with me joining me for the room. I won't be seeing my friends at AX until a week and a half. So for now, Japan, it's just all me. I have a lot of things I'm going to do in Japan, but it's just that I didn't exactly complete my personal itinerary yet. I'm going to have to do that either the flight if I feel like doing that, or if not, I'll just wait until I reach my Airbnb, unwind, and then I'll start writing my personal itinerary. So I'll just stay tuned on either one. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's open yet. E8, E7. That's where I need to be. Departs at 10:25, may close 10 minutes before departure. Yeah, it's already 8:30, so I got actually I got an hour to kill since 9:30 is boarding. So yeah. So yeah, I'll see you around when I land at Narita Airport. So yeah, stick around. By the time I arrived in Narita Airport, it was around 2 p.m. Same date. I guess in a way that I kinda sorta traveled back in time in a way. After I got my stuff from baggage claim, I took the time to familiarize myself with Narita Airport itself, as it is the same airport I'll be going to in order to travel back home. Honestly, Narita Airport looks so beautiful from within. It's like a hybrid of an airport and a mall with many nice stores to look at. Granted, any airport would do that, but it's just their presentation is astounding, and the same can be said with the various restaurants at the airport. They sure spared no expenses providing visitors with some variety. Even the McDonald's here is actually really good. Once I was done exploring the top floors and picking up a rental pocket hotspot, because heaven help you if you're stuck with 2G signal, I was heading down underground to the subway terminals, not only to pick up a Japan Rail Pass, but also stopping to get something to drink, and just about every 30 seconds I'll immediately find a beverage machine. So many selections to choose from. Well, here I am still in Narita Airport, only this time I'm underground at the Japan Railways. I'm just about maybe 25 minutes to go before the next Shinkansen or bullet train show up. It's actually downstairs on those escalators, but the thing is, I'm just kind of thirsty. I'm still hungry. I'll say that much. And here I am inside one of the trains. Yeah, I'm here in the inside the Yobu line. This one is actually going to take me to Chiba, where I'm supposed to be dropped. Yeah, according to the attendant, I should be arriving in Chiba at around 5:43 Japanese time. So that's always true. But if it gets off on Chiba really early, then well, like I see in that that one electronic reminder out there, then I guess there's a possibility I might arrive at Chiba a little earlier than usual, or earlier than I'm supposed to, I could say. Welcome to day 2 of my trip to Japan. I am here in Kamagawa in the prefecture of Chiba. I got about maybe 38 minutes left until I take the train to well, actually I'm planning on I had to make some changes to my plans today, so I am actually gonna go instead to Ueno, and then after I'm done with Ueno I will go to Yokohama, and after I'm done with Yokohama I'll then go to Harajuku, and after I'm done with Harajuku I'll be heading over to well, back here actually. Only this time I know where to go. Yeah, because there are multiple forks in the road, especially well over there straight ahead. There's the Pacific Ocean. But yeah, over there is where I'm heading back. And straight ahead of me is the Awa Kamagawa station. Just about a few minute walk. And as you can see, straight ahead, there's also this place called Aeon, which the host of the Airbnb that I'm staying at told me there's actually some really good place to eat. If they have some quick snacks, then I might as well just get one. Fortunately for me, I was able to get some cash out of the ATM in Narita prior, although I probably could have just waited instead for a 7-Eleven, but part of me just couldn't wait. Even before I can even reach Ueno, just taking this train ride alone feels so relaxing. Seeing all the scenery that you pass by, be it houses, buildings, and even the ocean. Granted, you have to be silent inside their trains, but man, does it feel so soothing. That is until you reach the big train stations, where it's definitely a real rush job having to go from one terminal to another, and more often you'll find yourself reaching that train slightly later. If that happens, there are some trains that would show up just a few minutes later. Yeah, the time now is 9:26. A typical busy day here in the train station. And here I am in the town of Ueno. Immediately I could see some pop culture stores for all the nerds out there, including myself. I think the battery that I'm using right now is about to run out on me, so I think I only got about a few more seconds before it shuts off on me, and then I'll be forced to change. Yep, crossing the street right now. Gotta check out a few stores before I go get some lunch to eat. Yeah, the store, as you can see, Pokemon's being sold, some stuff from Marvel, some Zoids. And you can see outside here, there are a lot of gacha machines. Yamashiroya sure does bring many good collectibles, ranging from Zoids to Disney, Pokemon, Star Wars, Marvel Comics, even timeless classics like the Miyazaki classic, My Neighbor Totoro, or Tom and Jerry. I mean, who doesn't like old cartoons like that? Or you could go a little bit more old school by playing Kendama. There's just so much good stuff in this store that I like that I had to restrain myself from spending so much on collectibles, given how this is only my second day in Japan, which after visiting, it was time for lunch. Well, after shopping on that store, the next place I'm going to is, well, this place right here called Ueno. Well, actually, yeah, still Ueno. I'm actually up. Red light. Yeah, I'm actually going to this place right here called Pepper Lunch. I've heard about this place from a YouTube video, so yeah, I thought I would actually go over there and get lunch there today. Yeah, today sure is hustling and bustling today. Ameyoko-cho is over there, which I will go to later after lunch. One of the restaurants I saw in Yellow Productions videos is this restaurant called Pepper Lunch. What's unique about this restaurant is that many of this restaurant's entrees are served half-cooked on hot metal plates, and the method is that while the plate is still hot, you're finishing the rest of the cooking yourself. They're even affordable, just like this jumbo pepper rice shown here, for only about 10 bucks. And believe me, it does fill you up so much, it's worth it. A very neat concept and one a delicious experience that I would find myself going more than once throughout this whole trip. It's that tasty, folks. Thank goodness Houston's Chinatown actually has one established and they follow the same cooking methods as if it were Japan. Alright, after that really delicious meal, we are now heading towards the, well rather, Ueno's shopping town of Ameyoko-cho. And you see a lot of watch shops, some Fujifilm. Yeah, if you want to take really good, really fancy photos, you could do it right here. They also sell really good food here, $10 or less. And yeah, there are more vending machines over here. Uh-oh. Judging by the color of the sky, I'd say it's going to rain soon. And yeah, they have lockers here when you don't want to carry that much load. Yeah, you'll be tend to carry so much load, especially if you're going here on vacation. Much like the Mashiroya, I'm restraining myself from buying things and just browsing around as I have more days of the trip ahead of me. I know you may be thinking, why are they special? Mainly because the items being sold here are very well made and they really don't break down that easily. Oh, they got some high-end sushi right here. Seafood rice bowl, salmon with rice. Wow, the salmon with rice, only $10. Hey, not bad. Ooh, tempura rice bowl for $12. I like it. Yakitori rice bowl. Huh. $10 also. There are also outdoor stalls that also serve prepared meals to customers, and there are a variety of cuisines they serve, ranging from native to something foreign like Middle Eastern shawarma while fusing with Japanese ingredients, which I'll admit is very tasty. Or if you're the indoor type, there's always Yoshinoya, which is another Japan staple that does serve really delicious pork. Yeah, me without my jacket, but yeah, it is kind of raining, so I'd say we go inside somewhere. And hey, what do we got here? Ooh, game title station. Might be a good place to chill out for a while. What sucked, however, is that it was raining, so I find myself exploring the inside of the Taito game station. There sure are many games to play, and if you think drink machines are outdoors only, think again, as there are drink machines in each floor. They got Taiko. I wonder if it had the theme song for Okada or Tanahashi from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So much variety in this arcade station, ranging from crane machines to games like Gunslinger Stratos, Gundam Breaker, Soul Reverse, which I have no idea how it plays out, the arcade version of Pokken Tournament, the arcade version of the City of Final Fantasy NT, which I think runs smoother than the home version, or something old school like the classic shooter Twin Bee, or old fighters like Garo, Mark of the Wolves. I think I spent a good hour in there because of the fun I had with the arcade station, but this is only a start. After leaving Ueno, my next stop is Yokohama, though my visit is sadly short-lived. So here I am in the town of Yokohama, and unfortunately for me, it is raining here too. It's one thing to put up with the rain in Texas, it's another when I gotta put up with it here too. And honestly, no matter where I go, there's always gonna be rain. But anyway, I just got off of Yokohama Station. Just Just wandering around, trying to see what places I could find to explore. There's Takashimaya, which is a department store, as you cannot tell. Yeah, I think some construction's going on here. So instead, I was exploring inside the shopping centers of Yokohama to make up for some things that I'll be forced to miss, such as skipping the Cup Noodle Museum due to the rain. I swear, the next time I visit Yokohama, I'll make up for the many things I didn't get to see. But I do notice that the shopping center does sell so many sweets. So many pastries and cakes all over the place, and they look really good. Well designed even. And the bread they sell are freshly baked, that they can last so long. Given that my agenda in Yokohama was kind of a bust due to that rain, I made a stop at a small bar that serves tempura, and for $6, it was well worth the purchase. And a good way for me to end day 2. My next visit is the town of Morioka in the prefecture of Iwate. Iwate is very much a suburban area, which would explain the low population density, but it's still a nice town, as it wasn't too busy except for that one day I visited. And here I am in the town of Iwate. Yeah, kids in their playgrounds. But yeah, this area looks actually quite relaxing. Really nice neighborhood though. Just as nice as Kamogawa. But yeah, straight ahead is the Iwate Prefectural Gymnasium. And in this gymnasium, what's happening today is that there's a New Japan Pro Wrestling show, which I actually have a ticket for. It's in my pocket. Don't feel like losing it, but yeah. Shout out to my friend Izzy and his Instagram friend for giving me this ticket. Yeah, you can see it right here. Let me zoom it in. Yeah, they got a banner for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Yeah, I'm only gonna be there for at least a few hours. But one thing's for sure, at least I'll be able to experience a New Japan show firsthand. As per rules of the company, I'm only allowed to take pictures and no videography whatsoever, which is fine for me. Just for a quick summary, New Japan Pro Wrestling is Japan's major wrestling promotion, founded by Antonio Inoki in 1972, and is the nation's biggest wrestling promotion, making it a foreign rival to World Wrestling Entertainment. Even though I've heard of New Japan for years, I have so many friends to thank for suggesting me to watch more, as I found myself getting to see really great talent that I've never seen before and put on such a great program. New Japan Pro Wrestling has been getting so much exposure as of late due to ratings of WWE declining because of reckless and senseless management, and you wrestling friends very much know what the cause of it is. Thanks to a friend of mine named Isidoro and his friend, I got a ticket in the 7th row, which is near ringside, allowing me to see more of the action up close. I had the honor of meeting 3 of the wrestlers, Rocky Romero and his teammates, Sho Tanaka and Yo Komatsu of Roppongi 3K. Such nice guys, and it came as a shock to them when they know that I came all the way from the US to watch a New Japan show, and they even signed my shopping bag after buying merchandises. Big shout out to Rocky Romero and Roppongi 3K. It was also great to see other wrestlers putting up a great show, such as Switchblade Jay White, Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada, the flamboyant Juice Robinson, the ace Hiroshi Tanahashi, or Tetsuya Naito and his team, Los Ingobernables de Japón. Yeah, that's quite a mouthful. It's one thing to see New Japan on TV and the internet, it's a whole other experience watching the show live. I hope to see another New Japan show in the near future. Well, the show is all done, it's time to move on to day 4. Taking the Shinkansen, my next visit is the prefecture of Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital during the Sengoku era until Tokyo was established around that time, though it was called Edo and became the nation's capital since then. Kyoto is very well known for the numerous temples, Shinto shrines, and gardens, making the prefecture a popular tourist destination, and it's also the best destination to witness its Cherry Blossom Festival, which always occurs in the spring. Before heading to some of the temples, I found myself exploring Kyoto Station first. Honestly, its architecture is very astounding. In hindsight, the area space is very huge and wide for a train station, almost feel like a mall with many stores to browse or restaurants with great cuisines. I know it's strange for me to check out a train station, but I couldn't help but admire it. It was then time for me to check out one of Kyoto's temples. We'll be heading to one of the temples shortly. And here it is right here. The Higashi Honganji Temple. And there it is, straight ahead. Not too sure if they're gonna allow videography in there, but I'll do what I can to catch as much footage as I can. Yeah, as you can see, the rooftops of these buildings, they still have the rooftops that are used for pagodas. It tells you the description of this temple. Pretty cool. I see. Toyotomi Hideyoshi owned this temple at first, and then Tokugawa Ieyasu donated it. Well then, let's continue on with the tour. Yeah, Kyoto is a really wonderful town. It is mostly just historical places and whatnot. Like I said, this was the capital of Japan until Edo, now present-day Tokyo, became the capital. Oh, and here we go. The entrance is right here. So yeah, it is the inside the courtyard of the Honganji. Yeah, we will get inside shortly. However, right there you'll see the gift shop and this dragon statue here. Basically, what you do is you just wash your hands. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm about to go inside, and yeah, it tells you to take off your shoes, as well. This is traditional Japanese, so yep. And yeah, you can see a sign that says no photography. So yeah, unfortunately folks, I won't be able to look at the inside. So yeah, the only thing I can do is just
just take everything I say with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody may have leaked some photos off the internet, but I will not do that, considering that, well, I cannot film, sadly. But yeah, just take this view alone, and hopefully that'll be enough.
Yeah, just like the New Japan show, I'm not allowed of any photography inside, but I will say that the Higashi Hoganji Temple is worth visiting. It's very amazing for the Japanese to preserve this temple in such pristine manner. It even provides some exhibits like this giant temple bell or dioramas of how this area was in feudal times, and they are a nice read. With so many temples being distances away from where I was, and with so little time before the Shinkansen goes back to Tokyo, I decided to check out another nearby site. And hey, for 500 yen, I say that's a steal.
So here I am now inside Shoseien garden. Yeah, in order for you to go inside here, you had to pay at the reception desk 500 yen, which is basically just $5. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. All things considered. And once you pay your admission, you could actually make a stop right here first if you wanted to get some drinks. And to the left of the guard, you'll see a map that shows you the various pathways to, or rather, there's only one main entranceway, as you can see by the arrows, but there are plenty of areas around this garden. I'll confess, I cannot read kanji, but yeah. But all things will make sense when you explore it enough, which I'm about to right now.
You gotta admit, just by stepping into the Shoseien garden, the whole area looks very well designed, giving such elegance, charm, and tranquility. Everything that you see in this garden makes you feel very relaxed. Whether it's the villas or the large pond, the atmosphere is very soothing. Definitely a beautiful sight to visit in Kyoto. The last thing in Kyoto I've done is making a visit to the Yodobashi store. Yodobashi was established in the 1960s, and in its early years, the chain focuses on selling photography equipment and accessories, but as the years go, it has grown to a large department store that sells more than just photography equipment. Heck, every Yodobashi would also have a supermarket underneath it and loads of restaurants on the top floors. You could say that it's like the Japanese were to combine both Walmart and Best Buy into one shopping center, and in my opinion, they sure made it work. They have everything from nice cameras, television sets, gaming, phones, and household appliances, all in great quality. However, as much as I would like to get some electronics, I had to remind myself that it's not yet time for heavy spending yet, even though there are some things in that store that it's calling out to me. So I went to the top floor for some early dinner before heading back to the station. I still find it amazing that Yodobashi would also fit in delicious restaurants into the building, one of which is Hamburg and Steak Hero, and got this steak dinner for just $10, which is really not bad and it's very tasty to boot. However, I was far from being full, so I find myself spending another $8 for some traditional ramen, and that one definitely got me full for real. I hope to one day visit Kyoto again soon and see the other temples that I missed out on. It was time to take a ride back to Kamagawa and recuperate myself for my next travel. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. This train's exterior is Peanuts themed, and I actually rode inside of this train. As my 5th day in Japan, I rode the Shinkansen all the way to Osaka. I'll give some details of Osaka later, but for now, my next destination is Universal Studios Japan in Osaka. Alright everybody, this is
This is day 5 of my Japan trip, and here I am in Universal Studios Japan. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Konnichiwa. This is amazing. Granted, this is my first time going to Universal Studios Japan, but this is I believe my 4th overall visit to a Universal Studios in general. But yeah, oh my goodness, it's like I'm back in the 90s again, only this time in Japan.
In the past year, it had been 12 years since I last visited a Universal Studios theme park, and I figured now would be a good time to visit Universal Japan and see if it stacks up to its US counterpart. And in my opinion, it doesn't disappoint. And hey, what do we have here? Why, it's Woody Woodpecker, Universal's mascot, and I got a photo with him. All of the various stores in the theme park are designed almost identical to the US version, with the only difference is that they sell certain merchandises that are Japan exclusive. I mean, the theme park not only loves One Piece, but they also love Sailor Moon as well, as they also have a 4D showing of Sailor Moon, as well as cafes selling Sailor Moon styled smoothies for $7. There's also an animation corner where kids can play minigames in these specialized monitors, as well as watch some clips of old Woody Woodpecker shows, which I actually did as I grew up watching these shorts whenever my folks recorded them on VHS back in the day. There's also a Terminator 2 3D tour, which I was only able to reach as far as the entranceway as the lines were very long, that I just instead explored the rest of the park. Universal sure loves those minions because there are so much of them in the park. From merchandises to walking mascots and even a district dedicated to them. They're plastered all over the place, it's madness. It's also great to see some replicas of buildings that were used in old films when Universal Pictures was picking up during the 1920s and onwards, reminding us of how much cinematography has progressed over the years. Yeah, I couldn't help it, I just had to take a photo with the shark as Jaws is an old classic. So I find myself following a crowd of people into a forest to see what's there, and at the end of it, it's the Wizarding World from Harry Potter, and the theme park sure made a very nice replica of the town itself, as well as the exterior of Hogwarts itself, which looks very impressive, and hey, there's even some entertainment at the square. Overall, Universal Studios Japan lives up to its US counterpart. As I haven't been in the theme park in over a decade, I will say that I really enjoyed myself and it made me relive those years again. However, my day was far from finished because I then took a train to the Osaka town of Minato to check out another attraction, the Osaka Aquarium Kaiyukan. And shout out to my Cali friend Christy for suggesting this place to me. The Kaiyukan was established in late spring of 1990, and it houses over 29,000 animals with over 470 different species, and the building itself stands 8 stories high. $20 for a tour? Heck yeah, I'll go in. The way the tour works is that you're first riding this escalator from the ground floor all the way to the 8th floor, and you're looking at the exhibits on foot as you descend each floor. I'll let the following footage speak for themselves as the tour rolls on. I really enjoyed myself in that aquarium, but it's not for everyone, so if you're fascinated with aquatic life, this is one aquarium that must be visited. I'm almost certain that many of the species within that aquarium, they're very rare to see, and the aquarium does a great job of taking care of the animals inside. Well, only one last thing to do before I end the night. I took the train to visit the Osaka town of Dotonbori, where things are always a party at night. Literally. I mean, holy freaking cow, the area sure gets crowded at night, not just on the shopping centers, but also the restaurants, as there are waiting lines everywhere that getting conveyor belt sushi was a bust for me that night. At least I was able to check out the really beautiful canal that the town is most famous for, as well as taking notes on what places I hope to try out soon, as this is not just the only day I'm visiting Dotonbori.
Yep, I knew I won't be able to get back to Kamagawa in time, as all trains ceased operations at midnight. So I had to send a message to the Airbnb host that I'll be pulling an all-nighter. And thankfully, once he knew about this, he reassures me that all the stuff I had in the room, they'll be kept safe, as all the rooms in the inn will be locked up. Now that right there is good customer service. Japan is so freaking cool.
So after email messaging, I decided to check out some good places that are still open to have a late night dinner before calling it a night. And man, was I eating so much while I was there. Beginning with this $7 tempura meal from Tempura Tendon Tenya, great alliteration there, to spending $5 for a piece of Kobe beef sushi, which is so tender by the way, and I took note of the vendor. And finally end the night with $6 of Osaka's main delicacy, takoyaki or fried octopus. Dotonbori is definitely a great town with so many places to eat and enjoy with friends, and many shops with nice items that can't be found anywhere else. Heck, the town itself is all about the nightlife, and I'm glad to take part on it. With all the food places coming to a close, I then checked into this internet room hotel hybrid called Netmaru. Its price rate depends on the number of hours, days, or weeks of staying. Since I stayed in for 9 hours, it only cost me just $18. This hotel hybrid really knows how to take care of their guests, as not only do they serve hot drinks, but they also have vending machines, one for drinks and one for amenities, a microwave, and they also have shower rooms as well. I find it amusing that my room number is 619. 619, huh? Yeah, very amusing. Anyway, as this is an internet room hotel hybrid, all the rooms are designed like this. Thankfully, I'm not claustrophobic, as I really don't mind sleeping in a room like this. Although I'll have to remind myself that the next time I sleep in a room like this, I must bring my own blanket and pillow. And so ends day 5 for me.
And that's the first half of my Japan vacation done. It may seem like I've done a lot, but to me, I'm just getting started. So up next at CON-umentary, it's part 2 of my Japan vacation 2018, as I'll be telling stories of my last 6 days in the nation. Oh, there'll be some fun stuff I'll be talking about, so stay tuned for that. Until then, this has been Musashi X, and I bid you farewell, take care, and stay tuned for part 2 of my Japan vacation 2018.